I'm your host, Nicholas Gagner. And the way you slice, I'm going to dice it up for you today here on May 16th, Thursday, May 16th, 2024. Welcome to the show. And no matter where you are, no matter what that weather is outside, if it's raining or shining, you still got to do what you have to do. You still got to wake up and grind, rain or shine. I'm sure growing up as a kid, or even now, you might hear, we're going to play rain or shine. The show goes on, rain or shine, right? Doesn't matter what the weather is outside. It doesn't matter what is going on in your life. If it's a dark day, it's a bright day, it's sunny outside, it's rainy, it's snowy, the weather doesn't matter. You still have to get up and grind. You still have to get up and get the job done and give 110% because, you know, the atmosphere, the climate, your surroundings are never going to be, consistently perfect and ideal and conducive for you to get things done, for you to excel at what you need to do. So it doesn't matter what these outside forces look like. Doesn't matter what the weather looks like. You still need to get up and get it done. You still need to wake up and go to work. You still need to wake up and get better. You still need to wake up and put that exercise in. Put out, have that meditation in the morning. You still got to get things done no matter what the outside circumstances are. So to use, the analogy of rain or shine, that can be spread out and broadcast all over your life, right? It doesn't matter what's going on. You still have to keep moving forward. You're still going to have to keep 110%, effort every single day to get exactly where you want to be because, there's always the easy route. The easy route's always there. You can always wake up and have a lazy day. And it's sometimes easier when it's raining outside, and you can't go outside and, do any yard work or go for a run, which you still could. You still could if you really wanted it, but we use the rain or the weather as an excuse for not to do things, right? So we use a lot of things in our life to not do things and not go out and attempt, uh, you know, something that we've never tried before. We could use a million excuses to stop us in our tracks and to justify, what we are doing in that moment, right? It's easy to make excuses. So, I don't want to hear excuses. I want to hear solutions, right? I do not like giving excuses. I want to find the best solution possible so I can move forward no matter what is happening throughout my day, throughout, my work environment. Solutions is what we all should be striving for, right? Instead of just dishing out excuses when things just aren't adding up, which when things start struggling for us and we can't find a way, so rain or shine, rain or shine. So today, it's here in Massachusetts. It's a rainy morning so far, and when you're waking up, are you still going to go to work? Yeah, you're gonna have to go to work. You have to make some money today, right? No matter what the weather is outside, you're gonna wake up. Can you still, you know, practice that instrument? Can you still continue reading that book? Can you still continue writing that manuscript? Can you still continue making music? Can you still continue with your routine, right? You have this structure in place, your daily routine in place, hopefully, and no matter what's going on outside with the weather, you still need to continue. You still need to keep moving forward. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Don't use the weather as an excuse. Don't use something going on in your life as an excuse. I know some days are going to be tough. Some days are not going to be easy, and it's going to slow you down, and it's going to make you, you know, contemplate what is really going on here, and that can really, put things into perspective sometimes on what's important and what is not important. So if you take a macro view of what is important in your life and what is not important, and look outside, what is stopping me? What what type of events are stopping me? What type of people are stopping me? You know, cut those people out. Cut out all the negativity out. You know, the rain in your life, right? The shitty weather in your life, whatever that is, or whoever that is, cut it out. It's gonna come back, right? Those sunny days are gonna come back. The rainy days are gonna come back. That snow, cold, wind, whatever may have you. see the seasons of your life are consistently going to change. That's how you're going to react to those particular days and to the and those particular seasons, and how you're going to progress and move forward and gain the most out of those life experiences. Because those life experiences we're going to carry with them, we're going to use those experiences to carry us to the next stage, the next chapter, right? And as we go, we're going to learn more and more and more, and hopefully, we're able to share that knowledge, with our children, with our colleagues, maybe with our employers, with our friends and family, right? We're going to be able to share those life experiences, you know, so they don't necessarily have to go through the struggles that we already went through, and so maybe they can gain some exposure to what we had to do and put their life into in perspective, right? When you look, when I look at, you know when I know certain people that have gone through certain types of things, which I have not, and I take a step back, and I realize, you are really lucky. You already hit the lottery in this cosmos. I, I feel terrible for that, what that person's going through, or, puts, everything in perspective when something that you can't control, which I know people that they couldn't control certain things, and they had to, they had to fight through certain things, and they had to deal with loss that I've never dealt with. They've had to deal with a lot of things that I've never dealt with. And if you have some empathy and the ability to look at people around you that are going through things that you've never had to go through, you could say luckily, right? It puts life and your life in perspective, and what really matters in this life experience into perspective. And that's important, right? Because not only can you have the ability to take a step back and look at what's going on in your life, and take stock and be grateful for what you have, but to have the ability to look at, some of your friends or family or loved ones, the struggles that they've gone through, the things that they've had to deal with, and how they've not allowed those particular things to stop them, and they're moving forward, and they've been inspired by it, and they're growing, and they're getting stronger, and they're getting better. And if you have the ability to take a look at that and put your life into perspective of comparing, in a sense, the struggles and the tribulations that they've had to go through, and they've been able to rise over that and become a better person for it. You can also gain from that, right? What I always say before, like, just because, you know who's always watching you the most, right? Especially if you're a parent, right? Your children are always watching you the most. They might not repeat something you're doing or saying in that moment. Sometimes they do, and sometimes it's hilarious, right? When they repeat a vulgar word, right? But when they start acting like you, for better or for worse, they're always watching. And even when you're in the workplace, even when you're out into society, in the city, wherever you are, someone and something is always watching you, right? So you want to be able to take that with you, and you want to do the right thing, because in the end, it's about doing the right thing, right? And deep down, you know what the right thing is. Deep down, I know what the right thing is, and it always comes down to a choice. The choice of, do you want to do the right thing? Do you want to take the easy path? Do you want to take the tough, make that tough decision and go down that windy and bumpy and unkept road, and but at the other end of that road is paradise, right? It's the summit. It's everything you want out of this life experience. So just because that easy road, that easy path might seem, you know, glamorous on the way down, well kept, is smooth sailing, but guess what? When you get to your destination, it's run down, it's in shambles, it's not exactly what you expected because you took the easy path in life. So sometimes taking that difficult trek, going through, you know, going over obstacles, going around certain obstacles just to get there, just to get where you want to be, it is worth it. So no matter what that weather is going on inside your life, rain or shine, snowy, windy, you got to keep moving forward. You can't allow the outside elements to stop you. You can't allow those outside forces to stop you from where you need to be. Because in the end, I've always said it, in the end, it's going to be your decision. It's going to be your choice. You decide how far you want to go in this world. You decide what you want to gain out of this life experience, right? Nothing is going to be handed to you. This isn't charity. You're gonna have to earn it. You're gonna have to earn it because you can't. You hear the old saying, "Fake it until you make it." No, that's not real. You have to make it. You have to make it. You have to be real. You have to be true. You have to have some honor and take pride in your work and keep moving forward. And if you make a mistake, it's okay. You come back in and try again. You learn, new skills along the way. Whatever has to be done, you just do it. That's exactly what needs to be done, no matter what is going on in the outside world. And I know it's easier said than done. I've been there. I've gone through it. Life will smack you. Life will knock you down. Life will not be fair. And, in that moment, you know, it's not going to be easy to step out of that. In that moment, it's not going to be easy to rise above it. But you can't allow it to keep you down. You can't allow it to keep you down on the ground when all you need to do is just get back up to continue. And just put that one foot in front of the other and keep moving forward. Doesn't matter how fast you are moving, but as long as you keep moving forward towards that destination, towards that goal, towards your big goal, your dreams, as long as you keep moving forward and never stop, you will reach it. You will get there. You will get there, I promise you that. So no matter what it is, no matter who's saying, whoever's, trying to bring you down, no matter whoever or whatever's in front of you, you don't allow them to stop you. You just keep moving forward. Rain or shine, you keep moving forward. Rain or shine, you keep grinding. Rain or shine, you come back again and again and again just to get the job done. Just to get the job done. This is your life, your opportunity for greatness, and you have to work for everything. You have to work for everything. You have to study and learn for everything. And you have to hold yourself up to these standards. You have to have some standards in your life, right? You have to wake up with purpose. You have to wake up and be ready to go. You wake up and you get lazy. You wake up and do nothing. Those days when you gain absolutely nothing out of, you can never get those days back. You can never get those days back. And we only have so many sunsets and sunrises left. We only have so many days left. You might think you're invincible. You might think you're in your 20s, 30s, 40s. You might think you have 40, 50, 60 years left. You don't. You might not. Because all in all, we don't know. So if we can just take that step back and live and look at life through that perspective, through that lens, we would understand that we, as human beings, do not have all the time in the world. So no matter what we are doing today, we need to utilize that time and start building those blocks on top on top of each other, right? So when we get up there and we look out, that view will be beautiful. That view, when we look back on our life after climbing all those hills and conquering those hills, and we look back and look at all the things we've accomplished along the way that we can be proud about, to leave that legacy for the rest of our family so they can be proud about it. That'll be a beautiful thing. That will be a beautiful thing. So no matter what's happening in your life, and it's a dreary day, it's a shitty, rainy, a windy day, or it's beautiful outside, perfect beach weather, no matter what it is, the work and the grind and the process is still imperative. It still needs to be completed. It still needs to be done, and it's just waiting for you. It's waiting for you. All right. So I want to thank you for joining me today. Keep fighting no matter what's happening in your life. Keep moving forward. You have to keep moving forward. Do not stop. Do not give up on yourself. Do not give up on your goals and dreams. Because in the end, you will decide. You will decide how far you go. And you know it. And you know it. You absolutely know it. So don't make excuses. Look for the solutions, right? And work hard every day. And you'll get there. I promise you that. Thank you so much.